This week, for our last week in this 9 weeks, for our first semester, to end our first semester before our holiday break and Christmas break, we are going to be drawing the Grinch. And sometimes he can be a little tricky to draw, but you can just do your absolute best, and I can't wait to see what you turn into me. And after that, I hope you have a wonderful holiday season and a restful break. So what you want to do first is start with his eyeballs. And you're just going to do two U shapes. But one side of that U, towards the inside, the middle side of that U, you're going to take it up a little further than the first side of the U. And you're going to do another U for his other eye. Do that one up a little bit further than the other. And then we're going to go ahead, once you have your U shapes, draw your nose in there, or the Grinch's nose. You're just going to do like a round shape, but don't connect it. And then another round half circle. And then do that again. And again. So that there's almost like two little circles with a big circle in the middle. And then we'll add his eyebrows. So starting a little ways down from the top of that longer U shape, you can bring a line out, curve it up, and then just zigzag it back. And once you zigzag it back, color it. Connect it to the other one, kind of at a point. Now, take this line, another line, run it across the top of that U for his other eyebrow. And he has some kind of wild eyebrows, so these are the reason why we're doing zigzags. So just zigzag it back towards the other one till you can connect it to that line. Now we're going to add his pupils, and the Grinch starts out with these really red pupils in his eyes. So you'd want to color those in red. I'm going to go ahead and color these eyebrows in black. And now coming out from both sides of the bottom of those U shapes for his eyes, you're just going to put like an upside down smile shape for dimples. And then another line below that one to start off his mouth. And we're going to zigzag that mouth, taking the line down, just zigzag it a little ways down, and then kind of a curved line down. And then you're going to run that line up towards his nose. And then bring another line for his kind of snarly grin. Just bring it, kind of try to line it up. And you see both of these lines are just below where the nose stops. So I'm going to do another line to cap off the sides of his kind of snarly little grin. So he kind of always looks like he's up to something. Now, you're going to come up just a little ways from his eyebrows and draw a line coming down and stop it about halfway through the eye, and then bring it out. And for his crazy fur, more zigzags. Bring those zigzags down. Once you've got a few zigzags, bring kind of a curved line down and curve it in towards the center at the bottom of his face. Not quite in the center, because you're going to add some more zigzags right there at the very center in the bottom, because he kind of looks like he has a goatee. And then you're going to take that line up and then do some more zigzags for the hair on the side of his face again, going up, and then run that line up to his eyebrow. Now, we're going to add the cotton on his Santa hat. And you can start right here at this line, a little ways down below the eyebrow, and bring it around, and you're just going to do some bumpy shapes. So bump. And you can make these as big or as small as you want to. You can make it really fluffy or kind of moderate. It's entirely up to you how fluffy you want your Santa hat to be. And you're just going to bring those bumpy lines on around until you meet back up. So they would go from one side of the head to the other, bring them out just a little, and then bump them on back around till you get to the where you started. Now, the top of the hat, you're just going to start kind of at the side of the top of your cotton and just take a curved line up and then bring it back down. And then from this side of your cotton, just bring kind of a little bumpy line up and out. You're going to need to keep it really close right here, because you're going to draw just another little short bumpy line right there to be able to fit in where his floppy hat flops over, because his hat's really floppy. And then you're just going to add some more of those kind of swoopy, bumpy lines around for the ball on his hat. Now, first let's give him a neck. So you're just going to bring one line down from one side of his, what I would call a goatee, where it comes down the bottom of his face. And on the other side, kind of bring another line down. And then you can add your little bumpy parts in there for the cotton around his neck on the top of his red coat. And then you'll need to add, and you can make them as fluffy as you want. Add those bumpy lines all around. And kind of start from this side of the face and kind of bring this down. Once you get down as far as you want it to be, start bringing it across but kind of go back up. So you're going across and up at the same time. Those bumpy lines. And keep going up until you get to the other side of the bottom of his face. And both of them are going to start underneath your zigzags. And then you just need to take some kind of curvy lines down off the edges of your paper for his shoulders. And there you have your Grinch. And you would need to color his eyes in red. And then just whatever, you can leave it white if you want to in here. Or if you have like a light skin tone color, that's fine too. Or pink or whatever, you can color that in with those colors. And you leave his cotton white, of course, here and here. And color him in green. His face and his neck in green, and then his suit is red, so you would need to color that in red. And he should look somewhat like this when you are finished. And I can't wait to see you guys Grinches when you turn them in. Also, I hope that you have a wonderful break, restful break, and good holiday season. And we will see you back at the first of the year next year.